What if you could compress 10 years of retirement savings into just 3 years? Most people think building wealth is a slow, decades-long marathon. They imagine putting away a small fraction of their paycheck month after month, hoping to have enough by 65. This is the traditional path. It's safe, it's predictable, and for many, it's the only way they know. But what if there was another way? A faster, more intense path that could radically shorten your working life. This isn't about a get-rich-quick scheme or a risky investment. It's about a strategic choice that leverages a high, temporary income to achieve financial freedom quickly, long before your peers do. Imagine two people, both 25 and just starting their careers. City Sam, FIFO Frank. City Sam lands a respectable downtown office job earning $60,000 a year. After taxes, his take-home is about $3,800 a month. He feels good about that. It's a solid start. Now, FIFO Frank. He takes a demanding remote fly-in fly-out job paying $150,000 a year. After taxes, his take-home is about $9,000 a month. That's more than double Sam. The numbers are clear. Frank's paycheck is a powerful tool. But does a bigger paycheck automatically mean faster wealth? The answer is no. Higher income doesn't guarantee greater wealth. For many high earners, it just funds a pricier lifestyle, trapping them in the same rat race with fancier cars and bigger mortgages. The real difference is strategy, not just paycheck size. How Frank uses the extra $5,200 each month will decide if he retires in his late 20s or works as long as Sam, but with more stress and burnout. This is about financial strategy. This isn't theoretical. We'll break down the exact numbers. We'll show the simple, step-by-step plan that gets someone like Frank to financial independence. Coast FI in as little as 36 months. No complex spreadsheets, no confusing jargon. Just clear math and a proven system. We'll show how Frank can harness his income to build a 7-figure nest egg while Sam is just getting started. This is the blueprint for a temporary, high-intensity career buying lifetime freedom, but only if you follow the right plan from day one. A high salary, especially from a demanding job like a FIFO role, is a double-edged sword. On one side, you have the incredible opportunity for financial freedom. The potential to save and invest massive amounts of money in a short period is life-changing. It means having the choice to stop working for money decades before anyone else. It means having the freedom to pursue passions, travel, or simply slow down and enjoy life without financial pressure. This isn't just about retiring early, it's about buying back your time, your most valuable asset. The promise is a life lived on your own terms, free from the obligation of a 9-to-5 grind for the next 40 years. On the other side of that sword is the very real danger of burnout. These high-paying jobs are not easy. They often involve long hours, physically demanding work, significant time away from family and friends. The mental and physical toll can be immense. Without a clear plan and a defined exit strategy, the high income can become a trap. Many people in these roles fall into a cycle of lifestyle creep, where their spending rises to match their earnings. They buy expensive trucks, boats, other toys, only to find themselves completely dependent on the very job they've grown to resent. The stakes couldn't be higher. It's a race between your savings rate and your ability to endure the job. If you can save aggressively and strategically before the job wears you down, you win your freedom. If you succumb to lifestyle inflation and fail to build a financial buffer, you risk being stuck in a high-stress career for the long haul, potentially facing health issues and regret. This isn't just about money. It's about your well-being and your future. The choices you make in the first few years of a high-income career will echo for the rest of your life, determining whether that big paycheck becomes a launchpad or a cage. In this essay, we will give you the clear numbers and the simple plan you need to make sure you end up on the right side of this equation. We will show you how to turn that high-paying but temporary job into a powerful wealth accelerator. We will outline the specific actions to take to avoid the common traps of burnout and lifestyle creep. This is your guide to navigating the high-stakes world of high-income work. By the end, you will have a concrete, actionable strategy to compress your retirement timeline and secure your financial freedom. Not in 40 years, but in as little as 3. Let's start by getting to know our first character, City Sam. Sam represents the traditional, well-trodden career path that many people follow. At 25 years old, he has just graduated from university and landed a good job as a marketing coordinator in a bustling city. His annual salary is $60,000. He envisions a steady climb up the corporate ladder, with slow but regular pay raises over the next few decades. After taxes, Sam's monthly take-home pay is about $3,800. Rent for a one-bedroom apartment costs $1,500 per month. Utilities, internet, phone bill. These add another $200. Groceries, dining out. Combined budget around $500. Transportation, $150 for a monthly transit pass. Student loan payments, $300. After essentials, Sam has about $1,150 left each month. He puts $400 into retirement, $200 into general savings for emergencies or goals. The remaining $550 covers entertainment, clothes, hobbies, and social outings with friends. He's saving about 10.5% of his take-home pay. His timeline for financial independence is measured in decades. He expects to work 40 years, saving along the way, hoping compound interest grows his nest egg by 65. The path is steady and secure, but it's incredibly slow. Now let's turn our attention to FIFO Frank. Also 25, Frank has chosen a career as a fly-in fly-out worker at a remote mining site. It's demanding. Long 12-hour shifts for 2 weeks straight, then 1 week off. Frank earns an impressive annual salary of $150,000. After taxes, his monthly take-home pay is $9,000. That's nearly 2.4 times what City Sam brings home. On site, major living costs are covered by his employer. Accommodation covered, meals covered, laundry services covered. For 2/3 of the month, his expenses are virtually zero. Instead of an expensive city apartment like Sam, he shares a house with 2 roommates in a cheaper suburb. His share of rent and utilities is $700 per month. Food is covered mostly, so groceries and dining budget is $300. He owns a reliable used car, with payments and insurance costing $400 per month. Baseline living expenses total $1,400 per month. That leaves a surplus of $7,600 every month. This is the wealth accelerator in action. High income plus low expenses creates a massive gap between what he earns and what he spends. That gap is the raw material for building wealth quickly. The most important metric for determining how quickly you can achieve financial independence isn't your income, it's your savings rate. City Sam takes home $3,800 a month. He saves $400. 400 divided by 3,800, about 10.5%. This is a fairly typical savings rate. Planners say it's on track for a traditional retirement in about 40 to 45 years. Now, let's look at Frank. If he chooses to save the entire $7,600 surplus from his $9,000 take-home pay, $7,600 divided by $9,000, approximately 84%. The difference between a 10.5% and an 84% savings rate is the difference between retiring at 65 and retiring at 30. Imagine if Frank decided to live like Sam. His savings rate would plummet to a level similar to Sam's, and his high income would be completely wasted. The high salary provides the opportunity, but it's the high savings rate that actually builds the wealth. Someone with a 10% savings rate needs to work for about 9 years to save enough to cover 1 year of living expenses. In contrast, someone with an 84% savings rate needs to work for only about 2 months to save enough for 1 year of living expenses. This is the math of compression. This is the fundamental concept that allows him to drastically shorten his path to financial freedom, proving that how much you keep is far more important than how much you make. Now we get to the exciting part, the actual numbers that show how FIFO Frank builds wealth fast. As we established, Frank takes home $9,000 after taxes. By consciously keeping his living expenses low at just $1,400 per month, he creates a powerful savings engine. This engine produces a surplus of $7,600 every single month. Sam is saving $400 per month for retirement. Over a year, this adds up to $4,800. However, Frank's monthly savings of $7,600 dwarfs this figure. In just a single month, Frank saves more than 1.5 times what Sam manages to save in an entire year. Frank's monthly savings of $7,600 translates into an annual savings of $91,200. Let that number sink in. It's not about complex investment schemes. Earn a lot, spend a little, invest the difference. Therefore, he treats it like a mission with a clear objective: save as much as humanly possible for a predetermined period. Frank can now set a clear, short-term goal. He's aiming for a powerful milestone called Coast FI, or Coast Financial Independence. Coast FI is the point at which you have enough money invested that, without adding another dollar, it will grow to support a traditional retirement by age 65. Once you hit this number, you only need to earn enough to cover your current living expenses. You are no longer required to save for retirement. Assuming a reasonable 7% average annual return, for a 25-year-old Frank to have $1 million by age 65, he would need to have approximately $276,000 invested today. This $276,000 is his Coast FI number. To save $276,000, we can do a simple calculation. $276,000 divided by his annual savings of $91,200. The result is just over 3 years. This means that by following this aggressive savings plan, Frank can hit his Coast FI number in about 36 months. At just 28 years old, he will have already secured his traditional retirement. While his peers, like City Sam, are just getting started on a 40-year marathon, Frank has effectively finished the most difficult part of the race in just 3 years. From this point forward, the pressure is off. He has bought himself options. In reality, the money Frank saves isn't just sitting in a bank account. He is investing it, a process known as compounding. He simply puts his $7,600 of monthly savings into a low-cost, diversified index fund. We'll use a conservative 7% for our calculations. In the first year, he saves $91,200. If that money earns a 7% return, it grows by an additional $6,384. He has $97,584. In fact, after 36 months of investing $7,600 per month with a 7% annual return, his portfolio would be worth approximately $303,000. He not only met his goal, he surpassed it by more than $27,000. Frank's strategy is a two-part punch. He puts that capital to work immediately in the market, allowing the force of compound growth to help him reach his goal even faster. Now let's bring City Sam back into the picture to highlight the dramatic difference. His Coast FI goal: $276,000 invested. He saves $400 per month. After 3 years, Frank hits Coast FI and celebrates. Sam's portfolio would be about $16,700. It will take Sam approximately 23 years to reach the $276,000 Coast FI target. By the time Sam reaches Coast FI, he will be 48 years old. Frank achieved the same level of financial security at age 28. This is the math of compression in action. Frank used a temporary high income to compress 23 years into a 3-year sprint. Frank's 84% savings rate put him on a hyperspeed trajectory. Sam's 10.5% savings rate put him on a slow, steady, multi-decade path. This comparison makes it undeniably clear why savings rate is the most critical factor. To achieve extraordinary results, you need to take extraordinary actions, and maximizing your savings rate is the most powerful action you can take. The single greatest threat to FIFO Frank's 36-month plan is a subtle, insidious force called lifestyle creep, or lifestyle inflation. This is the natural tendency for your spending to increase as your income grows. It starts innocently enough. You get a big paycheck and think, I've earned it. I deserve something nice. Maybe it's a slightly better car, a bigger apartment, more frequent dinners at fancy restaurants. Your lifestyle becomes so expensive that you are completely dependent on your high salary to maintain it. You are trapped. Frank cannot rely on willpower alone. He needs a system. First is to pre-commit your savings. Second he must establish a living wage baseline. This forces him to live well below his means. Third, implement a delayed upgrade rule. This simple rule defeats impulse buys. This is why building a robust emergency fund is not just a suggestion. It is an absolute non-negotiable first step. A standard recommendation is 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. It is the ultimate get-out-of-jail-free card. It gives him the freedom to walk away if the job becomes unbearable. A high-paying FIFO job is a tool, but it's a tool with a finite lifespan. Plan your exit from day one. Pay close attention to health, physical and mental. Treat your well-being as your top asset. Reaching Coast FI in 36 months is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of a new one. The ultimate reward isn't a pile of money, it's a wealth of options. Option 1. Slow down. Quit the demanding FIFO job. Take a barista FI job. Option 2. Pivot your career. Pursue a passion project or new path, even if it's less lucrative but more fulfilling. Option 3. Take a long break. Take a multi-year sabbatical to travel the world. If this strategy resonates with you, the time to act is now. Here is a simple checklist of the first 5 actions you can take, starting today. First, calculate your true net pay and current savings rate. This number is your baseline. Second, set up your automated savings transfer. Pay your future self first. Third, build your emergency fund immediately. Do not skip this step. Fourth, freeze all major lifestyle upgrades for a set period. That creates the spending gap needed for hyper-saving. Fifth, make a contingency plan. A rough escape route draft makes the process manageable. These 5 steps are the foundation of your wealth acceleration plan. Start today. Your future self will thank you.